Bonjour. Don't go. There's no lunch yet. There's no lunch. I'm Bruce Lawson, and I'm one of the people who edits the HTML5 specification at W3C. And I also work for Wix Engineering, consulting on open source, open standards, and fashion advice. It's a hard job. Come on, Avi, come on, Jonathan. It's a hard job because look at the raw material that I have to work with, ladies and gentlemen. Go and get changed. Okay, I'm here to talk to you about these. Anybody in the room like potatoes? No, anybody in the room like potatoes? Say, ooh la la. Anybody in the room like React? Say, zootalo. Okay, so I'm here to tell you about the secret relationship between potatoes and React. Here is Mr. Potato. He has no resemblance to Mr. Potato Head for legal reasons. Mr. Potato is a React component. Maybe somebody on my team gave him to me, maybe another team in my wider organization gave him to me, maybe I got him from somebody's component library on GitHub. The point is, it's a third-party component over which I have no control. Now at Wix, we use React and TypeScript to give us a sane API to work with components logic. We also use something called Mobex. Anybody Mobex in the house? For us, React, TypeScript, and Mobex go together like liberté, égalité, and Beyoncé. But the great thing about Mr. Potato, like any component, he's just a bucket of parts. The author has named them top, eye, and mouth. And what I want to do is take Mr. Potato and customize him into my own UI. My friends, in the next 3 minutes, we're going to make Mr. Potato Bruce, and we're going to make him with Stylerball. Stylerball is a library that Wix have invented and are using now. It's BSD licensed. It's available for you to use right now to apply a sane API for styling. But the good thing about this, and the reason we use it, is it all happens at build time rather than at runtime. So it allows us to make our sites more performant. And it also allows us to write plain CSS. We have hundreds of designers whose tool of trade is CSS, and we think it's a bit rude of them to make them change the way they work. So they just get to write CSS, which makes them happy, and happy designers make happy components. So we're going to make Mr. Potato Bruce. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the generic potato component. And I'm using stextends. This vendor prefix means that Stylerball is compatible with CSS syntax, so you don't get red wiggly lines in your IDE to distract you. But at transpile time, the vendor prefixes are taken down to flat, vanilla, cross-browser, static CSS. Next thing I want to do, of course, to make a proper Potato Bruce, is give him a green mohawk, because every proper Bruce has a green mohawk. So I'm using the CSS pseudo element syntax. That's the thing you use for before and after. And it doesn't matter what HTML my top part is sitting on. I can access anything in my component stack using this pseudo element syntax. So I say potato Bruce, : top, and then I'm giving an SVG mohawk. I can use any CSS. Unlike some libraries, we don't restrict you about the CSS you can use. Stylerball supersets CSS. And as well as parts, I can customize state. I can style state. Here, I'm using custom states with parameters. Potato Bruce, : mood, brackets happy, : I, : socket, background none, and I give him these lovely English eyes. Notice as well, I can combine Stylerball selectors with native CSS selectors. It's just CSS and more. Finally, putting it all together, we're going to give him a happy mouth, happy eyes, and make it a truly customized Potato Bruce using flat vanilla CSS. And because I'm always happy when I'm in Paris, let's give him a flashing rainbow mohawk and the backdrop of the Eiffel Tower. Because basically Stylerball gives CSS a type system, it means that we can have code completion, syntax highlighting and linting in VS Code or other IDEs. And it also means that we can do static analysis. So at build time, we can do rule set shaking, which is analogous to tree shaking, but in my opinion, nicer. So this is Stylerball Intelligence. It's open source VS Code plugin for you to use. And the reason, of course, that I, as a potato, am so happy in Paris is because I know that the usual fate of a potato in France is to be turned into French fries. So please don't do that to me. It's not just small potatoes. At the moment, we're dog fooding this in Wix's internal back office systems, making sure it's scalable. It is. And within the next few months, Stylerball will be powering the websites that our 120 million users make on the Wix platform. So there's going to be a lot of Stylerball on the web very soon. Give it a go. PotatoBruce.io is this demo. Try out the library on stylerball.io. Merci bien. Au revoir. Bon appétit. If you have any questions, you can come up to me. But of course, I'm rakishly handsome, and maybe your boyfriends and girlfriends don't want you talking to me. So as you saw, we brought along the ugliest members of the team, Avi and Jonathan over there. You can talk to them as well. Any questions? We're here all day. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.